Optimus will be epic. That's what Elon Musk recently posted on X, expressing his confidence in Tesla's humanoid robot. But before Tesla can build millions of Optimus robots, it must answer one simple question. Can Optimus V3 reliably perform the jobs people need every day? That question became even more relevant after Ashok Elaswamy, Tesla's head of autopilot and AI, posted a brief correction on X. Correction: 10 million robots. The remark reflects Tesla's long-term production goal, but it also raises a much bigger question. What meaningful work will 10 million humanoid robots actually do every day? The answer is not dancing, running, or performing backflips. Those demonstrations may attract millions of views online, but they create almost no economic value. Tesla's entire investment case depends on something far less dramatic and far more difficult: building a humanoid robot that can cook breakfast, wash dishes, fold laundry, vacuum floors, clean bathrooms, organize groceries, carry heavy shopping bags, make beds, and assist elderly family members for hours every day with little or no supervision. If Optimus cannot perform these ordinary tasks reliably, then producing 1 million or even 10 million robots becomes meaningless because there will be no practical reason for people to buy them. This is also where Tesla's strategy begins to diverge from many of its competitors. Boston Dynamics Atlas continues to demonstrate world-class agility. Unitree's G1 can run, jump, perform martial arts movements, and execute highly dynamic motions at a relatively low price. Figure AI has focused heavily on warehouse automation, while Agility Robotics Digit is already handling logistics tasks in controlled commercial environments. These are significant engineering achievements. However, none of them automatically prove that a robot can survive the unpredictable environment inside an ordinary home. A family is not buying a humanoid robot because it performs an impressive backflip. They are buying it because they want someone or something to wash dishes without breaking them, prepare meals without spilling hot soup, fold clothes neatly, carry groceries upstairs, or safely help an elderly parent stand up. Household work demands precision, adaptability, and reliability far more than athletic performance. That is exactly why Tesla appears to be investing far more aggressively in manipulation intelligence than demonstration videos. According to Tesla's current technical direction, Optimus V3 is expected to feature 22 degrees of freedom in each hand, roughly double the previous generation's 11 degrees of freedom, together with nearly 3 times more tactile and force sensors. Those improvements are not designed to make Optimus look more human. They are designed to make it work more like one. Walking across a kitchen is relatively easy compared with picking up a wet ceramic plate, cracking an egg without crushing it, pouring hot coffee into a cup without spilling, loading a dishwasher filled with objects of different sizes, or folding clothes made from completely different materials. Every one of those actions requires continuous adjustments in grip strength, finger position, wrist angle, and force feedback, often changing dozens of times within a single second. Tesla's redesigned tendon-driven hand architecture reflects exactly that priority. Instead of placing heavy actuators inside the fingers, Tesla relocates most of the motors into the forearm and transfers force through bio-inspired tendons similar to those found in the human arm. The result is a lighter hand with lower inertia, faster response, greater precision, and additional space for tactile sensing hardware. Elon Musk has repeatedly described the Optimus hand as one of the most difficult and expensive engineering challenges because it must satisfy 2 completely opposite requirements at the same time. It has to generate enough torque to lift objects weighing more than 18 kilograms, yet remain delicate enough to handle an egg, a drinking glass, a battery cell, or fragile kitchenware without causing damage. Solving that balance is far more valuable than teaching a robot another athletic demonstration because successful household work depends almost entirely on dexterity rather than speed. The intelligence controlling those hands is equally critical. Optimus V3 is widely expected to adopt Tesla's next-generation AI-5 computing platform, replacing AI-4 currently used in Tesla's production vehicles. But a household presents a far more complicated AI problem than a road. A self-driving car mainly predicts the behavior of vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists, and traffic signals. A household robot must recognize thousands of everyday objects, determine whether a cup is empty or full, estimate the weight of a grocery bag, understand whether a pan is hot, avoid stepping on children's toys, detect pets moving unpredictably, and instantly adjust every movement as conditions change. Every household task combines computer vision, force sensing, balance, motion planning, and physical reasoning simultaneously. This is why many robotics researchers consider physical AI significantly more difficult than autonomous driving. Ultimately, none of these hardware upgrades matter unless they support Tesla's long-term economic goal, making useful physical labor cost around $1 per hour. Elon Musk has repeatedly argued that Optimus is not simply another consumer robot but a platform capable of transforming the economics of labor itself. As production eventually scales toward around 1 million robots annually, Musk has suggested that manufacturing costs could fall to approximately $20,000 to $25,000 per unit, with a long-term selling price near $30,000. Those figures are not important because they describe the price of a robot. They are important because they describe the price of labor. If Optimus can spend hours every day cooking meals, washing dishes, folding laundry, cleaning floors, carrying groceries, organizing the home, and assisting elderly people with minimal supervision, then households are no longer purchasing a machine, they are purchasing thousands of hours of productive work. Every improvement in the 22 degree of freedom hands, tactile sensing, onboard AI, and manipulation software ultimately serves one objective: reducing mistakes until physical labor becomes affordable enough to compete economically with human labor. Tesla's learning strategy is designed around exactly that objective. The first Optimus robots are expected to remain inside Tesla factories before entering consumer homes because factories provide a safer environment for collecting enormous amounts of real-world training data. Every completed task, every failed attempt, and every correction becomes additional experience for the AI system. As Optimus observes workers, repeats tasks, identifies mistakes, and improves through software updates, the knowledge gained by one robot can eventually benefit the entire fleet. Elon Musk has also suggested that future Optimus systems could accelerate learning by interpreting instructional videos and demonstrations, allowing robots to acquire practical household skills much faster than traditional robots that require engineers to manually program every movement. Over time, millions of robots sharing their experience through software updates could improve at a pace that isolated humanoid robots would struggle to match. In the end, Optimus V3 does not need to prove that it is the fastest humanoid robot or the most impressive performer on stage. It must prove something much harder: that it can become a dependable household worker people trust every single day. If it can prepare meals, clean kitchens, fold laundry, organize groceries, vacuum floors, care for elderly family members, and repeat those tasks safely and consistently, then Tesla's ambition of producing 10 million robots annually begins to look commercially realistic. If it cannot, then even the world's most advanced AI chip, the most sophisticated robotic hand, or the largest manufacturing facility will not be enough. The success of Optimus V3 will ultimately be measured by one simple question: can it replace everyday household labor well enough that millions of families are willing to welcome it into their homes? How can Tesla make millions of robots smarter by working together? Is Tesla's fleet learning model truly a technological breakthrough, or is it merely a theoretical assumption flawed with vulnerabilities? The idea that a machine at the Fremont factory learns how to grasp a component and instantly transmits that knowledge over the network via over-the-air updates for millions of other machines worldwide to replicate sounds highly compelling. But is it running up against the harsh physical limits of reality? The greatest technical barrier lies in the mechanical tolerances between individual units. Even when manufactured on the same assembly line, two robots will always exhibit fabrication variances: a joint looser by 0.1 millimeters, a motor running 2 degrees Celsius hotter, or a force sensor 5% more sensitive. Can a neural network optimized for Robot A's precise mechanical profile run seamlessly on Robot B without shattering a glass cup? When executing micro-manipulations requiring millisecond-level precision, these minor mechanical variations will cause a shared AI model to fail immediately unless continuously recalibrated on-site. Is Tesla stretching logic when using the success of its autonomous driving system to validate the capability of its humanoid robots? Elon Musk frequently highlights FSD's database of over 8 billion driving miles, but how much does that dataset actually contribute to a machine that needs to fold laundry or wash dishes? Autonomous driving data addresses a visual perception problem combined with course controls revolving primarily around core variables like steering angle, acceleration, and braking. Conversely, the core challenge for Optimus's 22 degree of freedom hand lies in tactile sensing and tribology. Possessing billions of miles of road video merely helps Optimus walk without bumping into walls, but remains completely helpless in teaching it how to hold a spoon or tighten a bolt without stripping the threads. The entire dataset for hand manipulation must be collected from scratch, significantly limiting the transfer value from FSD to Optimus. Furthermore, who pays the massive data storage invoice as the fleet expands exponentially? An Optimus unit operating 8 to 10